Have you ever noticed that right when you start thinking about something that actually matters, your mind pulls you completely away? Hey, beautiful souls. If you've felt a little more tender than usual lately, a little more on edge, like something's been trying to come up, you're not imagining that. We've been moving through something very real, and it's been layered. There was a Scorpio full moon a couple days ago, and there's pressure from Pluto underneath it, with Chiron woven through the whole thing. So it's not just one wave. It's like three things happening at once, all moving at different speeds. And it's kind of messy. The full moon was the peak, that emotional high point where everything feels louder, closer, harder to ignore, and that part is already starting to ease. But Pluto's slower. That's the one that's been pressing underneath everything. The one that's quietly asking, is this actually true? Or is it just familiar? And then there's Chiron. That one doesn't rush. It stays. It keeps working the same place, a little at a time, long after everything else has passed. So what you've been feeling, it's not random. It's not you being off. It's just everything overlapping at once. And like I said, kind of messy. So here's how this actually shows up, not in theory, but in your life. You're sitting there and you're thinking about something that really matters to you. Maybe it's a conversation you need to have, or something that just didn't sit right, or something, somewhere underneath all the thinking that you probably really need to deal with. And you start going into it, thinking about it, and you are getting ready to think it through. And right when you get to the part where it gets a little bit uncomfortable, you're gone. But you don't even realize that it happened. Suddenly, you're just thinking about something else. You're on your phone, you've shifted directions completely. And later it's like, wait, why do I keep doing that? Or you sit down and you think, okay, I'm going to take just a little break. I'm going to slow down for a minute. Just breathe, just sit. And within seconds, your mind is everywhere. The to-do list, the random thoughts, the memories, anything to keep you moving. Or even something really simple like watching TV or reading a book, driving somewhere that you've driven 100 times, and suddenly you're not even there anymore. Your body's just running it. There are times when we've driven home and I've gone, I hope I didn't run any red lights because I'm not even sure how I got here. Because our bodies were on automatic pilot. And this is not abnormal. It's something that's happening all day long. And not in big dramatic ways. It's small. It's quick. It's almost an invisible shift. Here's the part that most people don't see. There's always a moment right before you leave. A moment where something gets real and starts to come up, and your system goes, nope, we're not staying here. And sometimes it's something big. Sometimes it's barely anything, just a flicker of discomfort. But your system is wired to move away from that and towards something easier. So it automatically redirects you fast. Like pulling your hand off of a hot stove. You don't think about that. You just automatically jerk your hand back. And because that happens so fast, so quick, you don't even see the moment that you did it. You just did it. And you end up somewhere else. That's the pattern, right? And that's what we're actually working with. We're not working with the distraction, the phone or the overthinking. We're working with the moment right before that. And I know you've heard me say it. This is where the return comes in. It's not getting it right and it's not staying perfectly still. It's the return. And every time that you notice, oh, I left, and you come back, that's it. That's the work. That's it. Seat, feet, ground. And when you think about it, it's not actually, it's not what should be here, not what was there before, just what's here now in the present moment. And what does it take? One breath, one moment. That's it. That's enough. Your body already knows how to do this. It always has. And this isn't about figuring anything out. And it's not about leaving the room right before the real thing shows up. This is the work inside Soul Growth Circle. And return to stillness is where it starts. 7 practices, begins under 7 minutes to help you find that moment and choose, just for a breath, to stay. And if you want to experience this for yourself, start with Return to Stillness. The link's below. The door is open, my friend.